If you're a heating and air conditioning technician or even a salesperson, what's a question you should be asking when people are asking you to do a price match, and why does it matter? This is an important question. I'm Sylvan Bell, coming to you live for HVAC technician sales secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about you. Now, some companies out there allow you to do a price match. Some companies allow you to have conversations. You're at 15 grand, Uncle Buck in a truck is at 11. You get the leeway to give it a negotiation. You get a mini on your sale. You're good to go. But I want to introduce you to a question that'll really enlighten you when it comes to you doing a deal and doing some sort of price match. And that question is, would you have that company do the work? Right? So here's the thing. People will come to you and say, I'm going to find the lowest price, and then I'm going to negotiate based on that lowest price. And I would never, ever do business with that company. They're just after that price, okay? So you have to establish some facts here, because at the end of the day, if your company doesn't make enough profit, they will not be around. That's a truism for the industry. This is why you should join HVACTechSecrets.com. I'll give you the goods, not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel. So you have a homeowner, you have a client that says, well, look, sales dude, sales chick, I went out and I got bids. You're at 15, I got a bid at 11. Okay. Just because somebody has a bid at 11 doesn't mean they're going to necessarily do business with them. So you're going to want to dig in and find out some questions. Based upon what you're telling me, at $11,000, would you do business with that company? And if it's not a resounding yes, yeah, absolutely, there's a problem there, right? And you can very politely go down the pathway where I'm kind of curious, why didn't you go with them? Well, I had you out and I wanted to see what you had to offer and your scope of work, and I wanted to compare scope of works. Chances are pretty good. At 11 grand, that company missed a lot. They missed a ton. So you have to figure out where you're at in the conversation that you're going to have and point out hey, we're not comparing the same thing here. And even you shared with me that you would rather have us do it. I'm kind of curious why, right? You have to reverse the flow on them. It's got to go hey, you said you had this company come out, but you said we'd much rather have us do this work. Why? And then you're going to take notes. And then you're going to ask a couple of questions. They're going to say, well, I really like that you have warranties and guarantees. Okay, what else? And they're going to say, well, I really like that you guys are all W-2 employees and not 1099. Okay, what else? I really like that you get a permit and do all the testing you're supposed to. Okay, what else? And then they're going to give you a whole stack of things. And then it's your job to point out the value in that. Okay, we don't do 1099 employees. We do W-2 employees. So here's the difference in that cost. That's a couple $100. We have warranties and guarantees. We've got a money back guarantee. What would you put that at? $200, right? So at the end of the day, I just want to point out that you're saying that they're at 11,000 and we're at 15. Real world value, we're doing way more than they are. Would you agree to that? Absolutely. It gives you the opportunity to have the conversation and just instead of saying yes to something. Now, not every buyer that had ever done this to me was a pain, but almost every client that only cared about the price turned out to be a nightmare in the back end unless I built in the value for what needs to be done. You have to ask if that company, at that price, it sounds like your shopping price, would you have them do the work? And if they say no, you have an opportunity. If you say yes, you got to figure out what you're going to do from there. You got one of two things to do from here. One of two. Find the subscribe button, click on it. Every time I send out a video, you'll get an update that says HVAC Technician Sales Secrets, send another fantastic video. You should check it out. Or hit follow. We'll see you soon.